people. How's it going? I hope everyone is doing well. It is, we just passed 420, so someone celebrate. Celebrate for me. Yeah, we're going to do our Deviant Daily like we normally do. I chose to work with the Sabbath Tarot by Allan Spiers and Jeff Cullen. Uh, which I can't, even if I posted it here, I really can't show you the images. I'm not sure if Instagram's going to take it down. Depends on who, if anyone reports it or not. But if you haven't checked out that deck yet, you need to. The book is awesome. The imagery is, it's just wonderful. So go check my Instagram out if you want to see the picture of the card that we're going to work with, which is the Five of Blades. And I'll read to you a little bit about the book. From the book, then we'll discuss like normal. So I hope everyone is doing well. Let me know what y'all are up to. It is Saturday, right? Yeah, it's Saturday. So we'll get into that. We'll get into the tarot card, from the Rider Waite, and just enjoy. I'm tired, y'all, so forgive me. I had to people today, or chose people today to run some errands and get some stuff. And it's really smoky around here in California. So, with that being said, let's just get into it. And just remember, always feel free, always feel comfortable enough to share your thoughts, your perceptions. This is our time together. We get to co-create this experience. So, always feel free to share what pops up for you. So, we got the Five of Blades upright. So, let's read first. So, we got the Five of Blades, and invoked, it says vanquishing of enemies, slander, cruelty, competition, defeat, failure, unfair treatment. So something to ponder. A demon sits at the top of church, watching the parishioners enter. They call him evil, but he sees their wickedness. That despite their false morality, they are the ones who are defeated, losing the battle with salvation. Their slander against him and his kind, against his witches, is empty. He knows he is truth, that they are their kind act without compassion. That, sorry, truth that they and their kind act without compassion with cruelty to others, and it is they who slander their neighbors. He has defeated them, and they will only realize it at the hour of their death. So that's pretty intense. I like the way it's written. So what does that make you think of? How does that make you feel? And so the divinatory meaning are you the victor or the conquered? Invoking the Five of Blades indicates a victory, but the cards around it will indicate who won. It is a favorable sign that you have overcome your enemies, but were you just and fair? Because it is a card of questions. It represents introspection, and the cards around it are the scales that weigh your intentions. It is a card of slander and cruelty, both of which you are capable of, and both of which you are capable of being done to you, or which are capable of being done to you. If your intentions are pure and just, it bodes well, but if you have doubts or guilt, it could signal a crushing defeat. So that's juicy. Again, look at the card on my Instagram account, and let's talk about it. What does that make you think of? How does that make you feel? And that's partially why I titled this, it is time to vanquish your enemies, because I feel like right now, like, there's a lot of uncertainty, and we're holding on to, collectively, we're holding on to things that are not necessarily in our highest and best, right? They're not necessarily the best for whatever we want out of life. Each and every one of us has something different that we choose, that we want for ourselves, and so we are holding on to, like, we are lingering on to attachments of things that aren't really helping us or serving us. And so as we hold on to things, it's almost like in relationships, when someone holds on to a relationship just because, and they know that the relationship is over, they don't want to continue that relationship, but they're waiting to find something better. That is actually kind of cruel to the relationship as a whole, but it's cruel to the individual that you should be releasing, or you should be releasing from our grasp, right? Because maybe they don't know. And so that can be cruel, and that's why with this card I feel this swiftness, the sharpness, that it is time to cut ties. It is time to vanquish our enemies, and what and who and what are our enemies. I don't know why I'm having issues talking today, but so there is this very blunt awareness where we must do what is absolutely necessary, even if we have this period where we're uncertain. Well, hello, Sharon. Welcome. So, what does that say to you? Again, with the Five of Blades, we do find that it is time that we express ourselves correctly and in alignment with our truth, with what is important to us, with what is real to us, and we have to contemplate where we want to move. Like, what kind of future do we want for ourselves, and what kind of experiences and adventures do we want for ourselves, and knowing what we are. Knowing what we surround ourselves with, what are we keeping around that is helping us to get to where we want to be, and what are we keeping around ourselves that are, or maybe who we are keeping around ourselves that just is filler. I know that sounds terrible, but it's just truth. Like, what is the filler content in our life right now? The filler relationships, and I think now is the time to start doing the work to release them. Does that make sense? So, and then it's coupled with the star. Well, hello, Jade. Welcome. It's coupled with the star reversed. And that's why I say it is time to vanquish your enemies. Don't procrastinate. There's something very slow about the star reversed for me. Like when it comes up in a reading, there's something very slow. There's something very like, I don't really want to have to do this. Like, do I have to do this? I don't really want to do it. Like, we're being put in a position where we're like, that frustrating energy is coming up, and that realization, especially with the Five of Blades coming before it, it's like, okay, we kind of have to. Like, it's we can't procrastinate on the things that are actually quite necessary to be enacted right now, right? And so the star again is looking at the future, is moving towards the future, but there's this sort of like depletion of resources, and that's because, again, if you think about the depletion of the resources in the star, usually it's very inspirational and very like I keep saying, like a fame or famous type of energy, like being known and well accepted, well liked, and stuff like that. So reverse, we are depleted of resources. And why is that? Because if you look at the Five of Blades, again, you can go to the Instagram account, look at it. But the Five of Blades was telling us to vanquish our enemies. The Five of Blades was like, look at our situation, and we are depleting our resources because we are investing so much into things that don't matter to us. Does that make sense? We are investing so much into situations, relationships, businesses, whatever, that really don't have an impact on where we are wanting to be. And so we are holding on to these experiences. They are draining us, and the star reverse is like, we can't pick it back up unless we actually do something about the situation now. We are being sort of forced, we are being put in this position where now we are seeing like the brightness of the situation, like, oh, I have clarity. Oh, I have this like light bulb moment. Yes, I need to free up space in my life. I need to free up time in my life. I need to free up relationships in my life. I need to free up something so that I can actually give of myself into the spaces that matter in my life. I hope that makes sense. But I like that. It's quite telling. It's also quite liberating if you think about it. If we are really obsessed about something right now, we can't like get it out of our heads. It's because it is, again, it's plaguing our mind. But it's also because it is a resource. It is something that very well could be not necessary for our future. You know, we can't really have this calm and collected experience because something is bugging us, and the reason it's bugging us is because we recognize that a change has to take place, and it is up to us to make that happen. We have to vanquish those enemies. We have to liberate ourselves, and we have to be very aware of our actions as well. Because with the Five of Blades, we also want to be sure not to be too like cold, too calculated, too cruel. We want to try to make sure to balance it out a little bit. We have to be firm. We have to express our boundaries. We need to stand firm in what we believe, but we also have to be very aware that we don't come across super cunty or super, just rude and an asshole. So that's really important. I'm trying to think of anything else. I just like to do these as little tidbits. But do you have any else that you'd like to express? Anything else that you'd like to say? Now is the time also to focus on yourself, focus on your own what you need. I'm just finishing up, Mitchie. You kind of made it, but I'm just finishing up. But yeah, the star reverse can be about what you need right now. Like, what do you need to be surrounding yourself with? What do you need to replenish those resources, right, and nourish the soul, and not to be too cruel to yourself either. Don't allow people to do that as well. Don't allow people to project that onto you. And just be aware of those things. Very short and sweet, but yeah, Jeff, definitely oh my gosh, I can't talk. Definitely check out my Instagram account, and look at the card, the Five of Blades, and check out the whole deck. Like that, it is an artwork. I have it and I love it, and they have a smaller version coming out. I really, really want. So I think I might have to do that because the cards are just wonderful, and the way it's written, so inspiring. So I definitely encourage you to check it out. And again, if you're watching a recording of this and you have anything you'd like to say, please feel free to keep commenting and let me know. I'm happy to help where I can. I'm happy to be of service where I can. And I love reading your comments. So if you have questions, always comment. And if you have any special requests for future videos, let me know. Yeah, I think that's it. And if you want to know how to support this video, this experience, this adventure, you're more than welcome to check out the link in the description, where you can also find my Instagram account. I will talk to you. We have tomorrow off, so I'll talk to you Monday morning, bright and early. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have fun, be safe, and yeah, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you Monday. Take care.